Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. And this morning we have a very special guest. Not only is she an accomplished author, but also a sought out speaker, darling. And we want to salute her. She is a proud veteran and survivor of sarcoma cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a properly plumbing pleasure to introduce to you Miss Brandi Benson.
Welcome, Brandi. Welcome. We're so thrilled to have you here. It's perfect timing because July is National Sarcoma Month. And when I read your bio, I was like, wow, this woman, there is so much to her. Can you share a bit more about your background? Tell us about your background and your journey to entrepreneurship.
Yes. So it all really started after having cancer. I ended up getting out of the Army really, really quickly. I was only in for about 5 years. I wanted to retire, but I ended up getting sick with Ewing sarcoma cancer. I was deployed in Iraq. I found a huge lump on my leg. Really didn't know what it was. I didn't know that you could get cancer anywhere else in the body besides your breast, your leg, like lung, and all the things that you already hear. So when I saw this lump in my leg, I didn't think it was anything serious, like at all. So that ended up making me retire out earlier in the military. And because of that, I ended up opening up a company called Resume Advantage, where we do employment services like resumes, cover letters, professional bios, and we get the individual ready to transition out of the military and into the civilian sector. And I felt like that piece and that component was missing when I was going through the transition.
So I love this. Your story is absolutely amazing. So let's dive a little bit deeper into Resume Advantage. What was the inspiration, and tell us a little bit more about like who you work with and how that works.
Yeah, so the inspiration again, so before it was kind of open to everybody in the public, it was really geared towards military vets, because I thought that was basically where we needed to help the most. But then people started catching wind and everyone's getting a job and everyone is doing really well and I'm getting really great reviews. So I kind of expanded it. So really we're just there to help cater for the employment services. If you need help with interview preps, if you need your resume updated, or maybe you need to go for a promotion and you need to include something different on there to make you stand out. So we're just really trying to communicate your value for that position.
I want to know, when did you actually find out and realize that speaking was one of your talents? We talked about it before with one of our guests. When did you know that was your thing?
Gosh, you know what? It all kind of just happened organically. Growing up, I thought speaking and telling stories and that'd be something amazing, but I didn't think I could do it because I just didn't feel like I had a strong enough story or something that was so impactful back in the day. But now, since I've gone through cancer, I literally almost died. I've been through like so much trauma and adversity, and I survived a really very harsh and aggressive cancer. I feel like I have now the platform to help others. I've been through so much. I can help individuals. And then I just started realizing that people are always coming to me for advice, or they're asking me for different scenarios on what they could be doing better or whatever it is. But I'm just learning also that my experience has led me down this path. And I feel like it's just my duty to let people know, yes, you're faced with adversity. However, you can overcome that. You can make your disadvantages work towards your advantage.
Brandi, where does everybody find you? Where do we find you? We want to know. You've given so much with us today. If someone has a question, wants to work with you, where do they go?
Yes, you can go on my Instagram. It's at brandil.benson, or you can email me. It's brandi@brandilbenson.com.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Brandi.
Thank you, Brandi. Thank you for your
service.
Miami.
You have such a grace about you, Brandi. You do.
Absolutely.
A genuine.
Thank you for the work you do.
Oh, you're so sweet.
That's Miami. We're wrapping the show with one of my favorite topics, etiquette. Carolyn Cowrie is next.